going to record this because I've not done this particular version of this class before.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it'll be good to have it on the page. I'm just checking to see how I like this. How do I maneuver around here?
It says it's being recorded.
It
Well,
is, yep. I'm just seeing how I
probably have to say okay.
perfect. Okay, now if yeah, you have to just say okay, it's all good. So,
Yeah.
and is my sound okay?
Mm,
Okay, good.
yeah, fine.
Awesome. Well, 6:32, we might as well get going because I know that everyone's very busy usually in their evenings. And so thank you for coming. My name is Chris Rosima, and I am the host for tonight. I'm really, like I was saying earlier, I'm really happy because I've never taught this particular version of this class before. So welcome to Diffusing 101. It's um, going to be really, really interesting. I can't wait to actually fill you in on everything you need to know about diffusing because I just find it is such a wonderful health habit that it's so beneficial to people and it makes your space smell amazing. So it's such a win-win kind of situation. And it makes it smell amazing without any harmful side effects. And for some people, you might have done hours of research before buying oils or your kit, or some people have just clicked a link and purchased, and know very little about what they've got. So either way, this class is hopefully going to answer the questions that you have around diffusing. Um, one of the things that I love is that essential oils can be such a huge part of your everyday routine. Um, do you use them now, Angie?
Yeah, yeah. The lavender one for the night. I haven't got them with me at the moment because
Yeah.
we're away. But yeah, I've been using that and the thieves in the face cream.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, not thieves. That's what I got for the floor. Frankincense.
Frankincense. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Well, I mean, ancient history, it is full of frankincense, and they've used
yeah.
it as a medicine and as a beauty aid for centuries. So we're finally catching up to the past. And like I said, you can make essential oils into almost every part of your daily routine. Like we talked about, skincare, they can help with emotions, they can help with cleaning. We've talked about thieves together before, and all kinds of health benefits that you can derive from using essential oils. And the habit of diffusing can actually transform your health and your home. But sometimes it's helpful to have somebody walk us through the basics so that we feel really confident about doing that. So let's get ready and let's get some nourishing oils into us. So the first thing I want to talk about is what's wrong with fragrance. Now, there's a difference between fragrance and essential oils because behind the term fragrance can be a combination of thousands of different chemicals that companies use to create a smell. Often these chemicals haven't been tested for safety or the use that they're um, used, the thing that they're used for. And they can be found in candles and in room sprays, in cleaning products, in personal care products. And they can actually compromise your indoor air quality and give you actually like indoor air pollution. And they can impact your health in a very negative way. And there's this thing called a fragrance loophole because in labeling laws, both in the United States and in Canada, um, companies are allowed to keep the ingredients in their fragrance secret because fragrance is considered a trade secret. So they don't have to um, uh, tell you what's in their fragrance component. So you'll notice on products, they'll have a list of very specific ingredients, and then it will say fragrance, and then it will move on. Um, and they don't have to tell you what's in that fragrance. Now, the Environmental Working Group, which is a huge database of cleaning products and personal care products, um, does say that exposure to fragrance chemicals can cause headaches, eye, nose, and throat irritation, can cause nausea, can cause forgetfulness, loss of coordination, respiratory and other neurotoxic symptoms. And it also goes on to state that many fragrance ingredients are respiratory irritants and sensitizers, which can trigger asthma attacks and aggravate sinus conditions. So that's a third party, very large database program of products. And that's how they classify fragrance, or they talk about fragrance. And I don't know, but that's pretty scary. I think that, companies don't have to actually reveal what's in that category. So we have clean and safe alternatives at Young Living, which is one of the big reasons why I originally joined Young Living. Young Living doesn't hide behind undisclosed fragrances. There are no fragrances in Young Living products. They are all essential oil scents, but it's all essential oil based. There are no fragrance chemicals. And not only do essential oils eliminate the need for artificial scents, but also can enhance our health. And Young Living is very good at combining oils that will help the health of whatever um, uh, product you're using. So if you're using skincare, they use essential oils that accentuate and help support healthy skin. If you're doing cleaning products, it's healthy air quality and cleanliness. If you're doing vitamins, all of the Young Living vitamins are infused with essential oils, different essential oils that help with the bioavailability of the particular vitamin. So very much oils are not used for fragrance. They are used as a kind of symbiotic, in a symbiotic relationship with whatever product. And oils on their own are able to be used for many health and wellness related situations. But in order to get that kind of health impact, you have to have quality oils. Um, because what we put in and on and around our bodies actually really matters. It's all impacting our health. Everything that we touch, come in contact with, breathe, put on our skin, walk through, eat, all of that impacts our health. And so while we focus on reducing unnatural fragrances, we also want to keep in mind that the quality of the essential oils that we're breathing has to be of the highest priority. Because if you're getting poor quality oils, many of them, um, many of them have actual fragrance in them. And there's a lot of ingredients that we're trying to get rid of hidden in lower quality essential oil bottles. Young Living actually stands out as a company that's completely committed to the purity, purpose, and well-being of its consumers. And actually, in a business world, which is often driven mostly by financial considerations, Young Living actually distinguishes itself because it is a family-owned, farm-driven enterprise. And the clear mission is to provide the highest quality, sustainable, essential oils and products that contribute to our thriving of our mental, physical, and emotional health. Um, and for more information on how Young Living does that, I invite you to check out the Seed to Seal commitment. There's a Seed to Seal website, which www.seedtoseal.com, and it goes into great detail about the sourcing, science, and selection. Three S's. I can't remember the third one. Anyway, it goes into great detail about how Seed to Seal works to provide us with the most highest quality of essential oils. Because when you think about it, we're breathing these into our lungs, we're putting these on our skin, our kids and our pets are walking on floors that we've cleaned with them. They have to be of super high quality so that they are not impacting our health negatively. And if we want to use them to impact our health positively, we want to be assured that they will actually do that. So why do we diffuse? Well, breathing in essential oil has a potential of making us happier, healthier, and actually more focused. Breathing in essential oils sends messages, and that's my puppy, sends messages to our brain, helping us to rest, helping us to reset, or helping us to recharge. It's a very Diffusing is a very cost-effective way to disperse oils in a room for multiple people, and can be tailored to our personal preferences in terms of the type of smell, or what particular issue we're working on. Do we want to be uplifted? Do we want energy? Do we want to be calmed? Do we want to be sleeping and restful? Um, Now, there's a book that I have called The Essential Oil Desk Reference, and it has a great quote. It says, research shows that cold air diffusing certain oils may reduce bacteria, fungus, mold, and unpleasant odors, relax the body, relieve tension, and clear our minds, help with weight management, improve concentration, alertness, and mental clarity, stimulate neurotransmitters, stimulate the secretion of endorphins, stimulate growth hormone production and receptivity. It can improve the secretion of IgA antibodies that fight candida, which is a yeast, can help improve digestive function, can improve hormonal balance, and actually can relieve head discomfort. And diffusing is actually probably the most gentle way of introducing someone new to essential oils. And while oils are extremely beneficial, your body can take some time to adjust to them. So it's okay. We can go really slowly, go at your own pace, and diffusing is a great way of doing that. And if you have any questions, Angie, just jump right in.
Okay. Yeah, not at the moment.
Okay. All right. So how do we diffuse? It might seem like a odd question, but actually diffusers are small electronic devices. I've got a bunch here, but they're all plugged in. Um, they come in many shapes and sizes. I have one in the cup holder of my RV. I have one dewdrop over on the side of my RV table. It's diffusing red cedar and citrus fresh today. And it can fill a room with a subtle scent. It can remove odors, and it has purpose and benefits. So we want to diffuse with intention. We want to do things like diffusing before bedtime and during sleep to help us rest, to get a better, deeper sleep. We definitely want to diffuse to help boost our immune and respiratory functions. Especially if you're sick, I had one of the pyramid diffusers, which you put in a bottle and there's no water, blasting at me for 2 weeks while I had that serious virus. I think it was RSV. Um, and I was so sick, but I had it with RC, which is a respiratory blend, and I just sat with it diffusing right at my face for 2 weeks. We can use an oil like Clarity and diffuse while we're working on projects or homework. Some of the Kids Sense line helps to focus. Diffusing helps little ones with big emotions and overtired minds to help them calm and relax better. And diffusing can help us ground ourselves when we're trying to meditate or pray or journal or even just process really big emotions. I have several friends right now going through some pretty intense grief, and I'm working with them on diffusing things like release and surrender and acceptance because it's just such a big emotion. So, how do you start? So you choose an essential oil. So let's see, what have I got here? So tonight I have Envision. So I could, while I'm working on journaling, doing some goal setting, I could diffuse something like Envision. And the blends are really helpful in this. There's great blends with very evocative titles that tell you exactly what it would be good for. So you fill the diffuser to the water line, and it's clearly marked inside the water reservoir of your diffuser. Put 5 to 10 drops of whatever essential oil you choose in the water, then put the lid on and turn it on. Now, uh, some diffusers you have multiple time settings. Some of them they can be intermittent and can go for hours, or they can be short and intense. Whatever it is, the number of drops that you use depends on your personal preference, and you might want to vary them based on the size of the space that you're in. So if you're in a smaller space, go with fewer drops and see how that works. If you're in a larger space, go with more drops. If the scent is too subtle, turn off the diffuser, add some more oil, and turn it back on again and try it again. Just relax and experiment and find the perfect amount for you in whatever situation you're in. I really like to travel with diffusers because and I could take the USB rechargeable one, or like I said, in our RV, I've got one of the dewdrop diffusers because RVs get stuffy. They get stale, they get musty smelling. I like to diffuse and clear out all of that musty smell before I spend a lot of time in it. So oils can also be an alternative to candles because candles, while they might seem warm and cozy, can unfortunately not, have some harmful side effects. If they're made of paraffin, which is a common candle material, wax material made from petroleum, it undergoes a chemical processing, including deodorizing and bleaching, and that exposes it to a high level of toxins, and it just contributes to the chemical mix that you're putting off into your air and breathing it in. Soy candles may be made from GMO treated soybeans and can have harmful chemicals added. The wicks can be made with lead cores, and you could be diffusing that into the air and taking that into your body. And even beeswax, while it is a cleaner alternative, you really do need to make sure that it is 100% beeswax and not um, combined with paraffin or soy. And the only way to do that is really to buy beeswax from a beekeeper. Um, and even without lighting a candle, some of them can release those pollutants into the air. And of course, because when we touch things, we absorb whatever's in that product into our skin. You can even take some of those chemicals into your skin by just touching candles. So there's some candle alternatives. It took me a long time. I really used to love tea lights everywhere and candles. And then I realized that the cheap little tea lights that I was buying were really quite negatively harming my health. So you can get battery powered candles with there's a flicker setting on the Desert Mist diffuser, so it looks like a candle going. You could use reed diffusers in your room, or you could make room sprays with your essential oils. Another nice thing to do is a stovetop potpourri or a simmer pot where you have things like orange slices and cinnamon sticks and cranberries in a pot of boiling water, just on low temperature on your stove. Um, and again, pure beeswax or non-GMO soy. So there's some candle alternatives. Um, and recently, Young Living has done something pretty remarkable and wonderful. Um, 2 years ago, the first set of simplified scents was released. And these were a set of 3 essential oil blends by season, categorized by season, um, that were released um, to make it easier to choose when you were just looking for a beautiful smell for your house. And these have actually, to me, been one of the greatest easy buttons we've ever had, because the scents that they come out with, the combinations of oils that they come out with for the seasons have been so bang on. The first year summer had one called Seaside, and it even had the salty, seaweedy smell of the ocean in it. It was absolutely one of my favorites. And every season, They come out with a 3-pack that is super evocative of that time of year. Now, spring this year, they've come out with a new set, um, Tunisian floral, Pompeii night, and lavender Mona Fields for lavender. Beautiful. The Tunisian sunset smells like you're in an orange orchard at night. It is just fragrant and earthy and just really, really beautiful. Um, and absolutely some of my favorite oil blends out there. And often, if you are very new to essential oils, sometimes it's just easier to go with the blends. The winter blends last year had candy cane, winter spa, and pink champagne. Now, winter spa was my favorite, but that's because I am so fond of the tree oils. But pink champagne was absolutely just bang on for the season. It's light and it's bubbly, and now they've come out with hand soap, foaming hand soap in that same scent. But no matter which one you choose, actually, you can't go wrong because each collection is absolutely glorious in its own right. So make sure you check out those in the uh, Young Living catalog. One of the biggest things that we can use essential oils for actually is emotional support. And while it might seem a little odd that you can use essential oils for emotion support, it actually is one of the fastest ways to make huge strides with natural tools. Um, Now, if you're skeptical about this, you can go over to PubMed Research and look at lots of research that talks about how smelling essential oils can um, impact you emotionally. Rosemary enhances alertness. Bergamot reduces anxiety. And actually, I know of some studies that show that it actually reduces the symptoms of PTSD. Citrus oils uplift emotions. And that's because we have this thing in our brain called the limbic system. It is our emotional brain. And it plays a crucial role in this connection because tiny essential oil molecules that go into our olfactory system actually enter the limbic system of our brain. We have direct access to our emotional brain using essential oils. And it's because the essential oil molecules are so tiny and that they go in, and the olfactory system is directly linked to the limbic system. Google the limbic system, you will be fascinated. It's also the seat of memory, which is why sometimes when you smell something, it can transport you immediately back to a time and a place in your past. So there's some great oils to try for emotional support. Christmas spirit really helps navigate some pretty complex emotions. It's a lot more orange forward than you'd think for Christmas, but it is a fabulous blend. Lavender is calming. It helps to calm fear, reduce anxiety. Stress away blend promotes peace and releases tension. Purification oil, oddly, helps us process anger. And valor, oh, I can't live without valor. It helps us to balance the nervous system and promote feelings of confidence. And I have to tell you that after my heart attacks, I couldn't leave the house without valor. I was so emotionally fragile that I needed to take valor with me at all times and use it repeatedly during the day just to feel confident and emotionally protected. And whether it's diffusing or applying topically or inhaling, essential oils are super powerful tools in all of those ways. So the next time you have a lot of stress, um, locate the tension in your body and breathe in an essential oil. It reinforces if you also do a positive affirmation as you're smelling it. It's a very simple and effective practice. Breathe in an oil, do a positive affirmation. Train your brain to associate the positive affirmation with that smell. Then there's oils for respiratory support. I'd already talked about when I had what I think was RSV, and I was using the essential oil blend RC immensely to help with my breathing, my coughing. Also Raven is very good. Um, so the natural properties of oils actually rival conventional over-the-counter medications. Um, and oils like eucalyptus and peppermint are the perfect tools for daily respiratory support. You can apply them topically, you can diffuse them, and you can actually use them as dietary supplements. So again, lavender, purification, peppermint, and then of course thieves. So if anyone in your house is ill, diffuse thieves. Put thieves on the bottom of their feet. Put thieves on the bottom of your feet. Wash your hands with thieves foaming hand soap. Get that essential oil blend out there. It is thieves is eucalyptus, rosemary, lemon, cinnamon, and clove. It is an amazing um, uh, essential oil blend for when you're not feeling well. Then, of course, there's oils for sleep. We've talked about those before. Um, they help us relax. And 1 in 3 adults now is the number who are not getting a good and restful sleep. So our brains regenerate, literally regenerate during REM sleep. And if you are not getting good deep REM sleep, you are impacting your brain health. And there's often very legitimate reasons why we're not getting enough sleep. The stress in the world is massive. Um, and when sleep is not coming to you and you are exhausted, it can be very frustrating. So oils like lavender, like Stress Away, there's a blend called Tranquil, which is a combination of lavender, Roman chamomile, and cedarwood. Amazing for sleep. Then there's one called Rutavala, which is rue, valerian, and lavender. Now, rue is a very bitter herb. Valerian an immense relaxant, but neither of them smell very good. It is a acquired earthy smell. So I get it in the roller and I put it on my feet before I go to bed and I put socks on. And that helps the oil stay on my feet. I don't have to smell it, but oh man, I get a good sleep when I do that. It is a knockout punch.
So do you dilute things when you're putting them in the roller?
Um, it depends. So things like so if you see on the picture here, the Stress Away in that bottle, so
Mhm.
there is versions of the oils that are sold as rollers. They're pre-diluted, or you
Oh,
can just buy the oil blend and dilute them yourself. Um,
right, but they are
and
diluted, yeah, right.
and sometimes, like I don't dilute many things anymore, but that's because I've been using them for a while and I know which ones I don't need to dilute that are my okay on my skin full strength.
Okay.
But I often put a roller ball top on like Stress Away because I use it so much that I want just a roller ball. I want to be able to put it on, put a little on my back of my crown. So you can do that as well. But the ones that come actually labeled as rollers in the catalog, they are pre-diluted, and we'll say that in the description.
Okay.
So they do have a carrier oil with them. I tend to just buy the actual blend, and if it's for someone who's a little more new to essential oils, I might dilute it a bit while they're trying it out. Oh, that smells so good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about diffuser care, because this is really important. Something I quite have to remind myself to do, because I use my diffusers so often every day. Um, we need to actually do some care of them. We need to keep them clean. It doesn't have to be cleaned after every session. I do it about once a month. I'll go and clean all of my diffusers. I'll drain them, wipe them out with something like some Thieves Household Cleaner, or if I've got a lot of buildup, I'll use some vinegar on a cloth and just wipe all the inside out and the metal plate at the bottom. That is the micronizer. Um, I just give it a good wipe, rinse it out, and we're good to go. It's really super easy, but if you do it about once a month, then you don't get a lot of buildup, and the diffuser will last a heck of a lot longer. Now, I don't know if you know, Angie, but there's a free app that we can get called Life Steps, and it has a ton of diffuser recipes, diffuser blends in
Okay.
there. Um, More than you would ever need use in a lifetime. And you can search them by oil, or you can search them by issue that you want to deal with. You just download the app, and you can just search it's a very easy to use app. Um, and the nice thing is that it has diffuser blends by season. It has them by, like I said, by oil. It has them by health issue. And it really does add quite a bit of fun to your life with essential oils. So I highly recommend that, especially because it's free. There's paid versions, but the free version has all the diffuser recipes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Um, and the other thing that I like to tell people about is that Young Living tries to make um, these as budget friendly as possible. So there are multiple ways of purchasing these products. You can buy them retail, which is easy, just like Amazon. You can sign up to be a member. That's free and has no obligation, and that gets you an instant 24% discount. You get wholesale pricing when you are a member. And again, you can order what you want when you want. There's no obligation to order a certain amount every month or certain products. And then there is loyalty rewards, which is a monthly subscription that you can change the products in all the time. And the nice thing about this is that all loyalty rewards get um, uh, rewards back in terms of spendable points based on how much your order was. So if you spent $100 on a loyalty rewards order, for the first 3 months that you're on it, you would get $10 worth of points back in your account that you could spend on other products. At month 4 to month 24, no, month 4 to month 12, it's 20%. So you would get $20 worth of points back in your account. And after 12 months, and onward, it's 25% back. So these points add up fast because I'm ordering like my dish soap and my shampoo and essential oils and cleaning products, and I order everything on loyalty rewards so that I get points back. And I like to tell people that because I've been doing this now for probably um 3.5 years on loyalty rewards. I use my points to buy all of my Ningxia for free. I just have to pay for shipping. So just last week, I got 8 bottles of Ningxia that I used loyalty rewards points to purchase. I paid $12 for shipping. So I got 8 bottles of Ningxia Red for $12 because I order everything else on loyalty rewards. It doesn't, and your loyalty rewards orders don't have to be very big. Monthly, about 50 product value, which is about $65. But if you're ordering shampoo or cleaning products, it really doesn't take much to get you to that. And it's totally customizable. You can change it every single month. You can change the date it's processed on. You can cancel it if you want. And then you could come back later, if things just weren't working out or you were going away or something, you can cancel it without any difficulty. Um, and what I like to recommend for people who are just starting out actually is starting out with a kit, because that way you really do get a good selection of oils or Ningxia product or thieves to start with, and you get a good collection to really try it out well. And the Make a Shift Essential Solutions kit for oils has thieves oil in it, purification, lavender, peppermint. It has a deep relief roll on, so that's the pre-diluted one. It has a stress away roll on, and it has a fresh start diffuser, which is a really nice, very clean line diffuser. And we've talked about every oil in this kit in this class, so you already know how to use all of them. So that is the class for tonight. Do you have any questions?
You've covered one of the things I wanted to know was with the diffusers. I've got one of Lisa's at the moment and it works for 4 hours, but
Yep.
it's a constant 4 hour stream.
Yep.
And I wanted to know if there was ones that did, not constantly, so that it would be on all night if it did a puff every so often.
Right.
And it sounds like there is.
All of the 3 different diffusers that you can get in a kit, so the Make a Shift kit or the 2 premium starter kits, all of those diffusers have an intermittent setting.
Okay, right. I don't think I'm really interested in getting a kit at the moment. I just wanted to know if there was an intermittent setting.
So
Um,
so you can purchase the Dewdrop and the Desert Mist diffusers separately, and they both have intermittent settings.
okay, I'll write that down.
Yeah.
That was what. Hang on a minute. Just put you down while I write it. So that was Dewdrop and Desert Mist, was it? You said.
Yes, they both have intermittent settings. And so yeah,
Okay.
they'll last all night with just a puff.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the kind of thing that would be better.
Yes.
And the other thing was, do you have anything that helps with allergy to animals?
So I would recommend a couple things. So first of all, lavender, lemon, and peppermint combined helps. So you put you get a roller ball, and you can get those off Amazon. They're little glass roller balls with steel the steel ball. And you do 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of lemon, and 10 drops of peppermint, and then you top it up with a carrier oil. Could be avocado, could be like the Young Living carrier oil, um, any kind of oil that's food safe, and
Yeah.
roll it on your forehead and down the sides of your neck. And then also the supplement sulfurzyme, because sulfurzyme actually has been proven. It's a chemical or sulfur called MSM. And I can send you a link to an actual research study that shows that it actually helps with nasal congestion due to allergies.
It's not so much. Well, I suppose it would be the nasal congestion. It's just we do a lot of cat sitting, as you know, and
Yep.
occasionally, like one will affect Paul. He
Yep.
got rid of a lot of his allergies and his asthma years ago with the Butico method, but every so often a particular cat will get him.
Yep.
So, it was just something that
That lavender, lemon,
might
and
help with
peppermint.
that.
Yep. It would definitely. I've
Okay.
actually, I've
I
actually
have a little thing of sorry, you're breaking up.
oh, sorry. I actually,
That's better.
is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually, 2 years, like last summer and over the winter have been using that protocol, the lavender, lemon, and peppermint with sulfurzyme, and I actually don't need over-the-counter allergy medication anymore at all.
Yeah, well, he doesn't
Yep.
generally. It's just every so often one will get him.
Yep.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah, if you could send me, is that a natural thing then? Presumably that
Yes, it is. Yes.
sulfur. Yeah.
Yes. I'll send you I'll send you a link to it, and um yeah, it's also because it's a fundamental kind of DNA supplement. It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to look into that.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me. If you
Thank
think
you.
of any questions, let me know.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that you came tonight.
Yeah, thank you. That was helpful.
Oh,
Have a
good.
good trip wherever you are.
Just down in Duncan at a dog show.
Right, okay.
Okay. Good night.
Have fun. Bye. Go get this off.